Inshallah and Ashe, as always, my energetic beings, and welcome to the season of Leo on this mystical Monday, the first day of Leo season, where the sun shines light upon everything, even darkness. The element of air, air beings, relational empathy, the heart chakra, the heart energy. Last week's Spill the Tea was all about the sun, the season of Leo, being heart-centric. So you kind of want to tune into where Leo is on the cusp when you were born in your natal chart, what area is lighting up, along with your own personal natal sun. And with that, you're listening to this week's energetic snippet. Once again, I am your host, the Tonya D. I am a practicing holistic shaman medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon, a reflector by design. I do follow the lunar energies through the seasons, the celestial heavenly bodies, along with the gates and human design and a lot more. I do call myself a holistic Sha medium, which is just a choreography, a merging of each and every one of them, mapping out the 4 pathways, one design at a time. And what are these 4 pathways? The elemental, the imaginal, the power, and of course, the universal divine highway. And I'm here to show you who you are, why you have arrived on the planet at this embarking time, to embark on a journey through gift and purpose. And if you are new to my show, my channel, please subscribe, ring the bell to alert other celestial lunar beings to the algorithm, the frequency. And as we evolve our inner glimmer, our radiance, radiating our brilliance, our starlight for all the world to see. I literally see every being as a star on an inspirited walk of fame. I also have a unique membership mentorship offering that I tune into, I would say at least once or twice a month. Plus I have other magical assets in there, other beings. But it's the Shamanic Healing Academy. It's the Sha in the medium. I didn't even realize that when I came up with Sha medium, but that's kind of, it all fell together. But it's an online grimoire. It's my virtual coven, a library of all of my intuitive offerings. For an introductory offer of only $3.99 for the first 30 days and then $19.99 thereafter, it really is a sacred gathering space. It's designed so that you too can share your insight, your wisdom, your magic, your gift, why you arrived on the planet through purpose. And gift and purpose itself, it's a collaboration that really goes together. You can't have one without the other. And if you're curious about what is this online virtual library, you can really tune in and learn at your own pace, your own grace streams. There's a foundational offering for beginners called the Energy Body Demystified. Change Your Stars is more for a proficient or a master intuitive, I guess is what I would say. But there's also voices of the other world and secrets of the other world. Those two kind of go together. But I really see it as this virtual, otherworldly grimoire to assist you, where we all continually add to it, kind of like our own virtual library in the sky. Ritual insights through indigenous spirit technologies, having access to all the Spill the Tea parties and replays, even the live shows. And remember, July's Spill the Tea was all about Leo, the season of Leo. The energy of Leo, the sun, the heart center, becoming heart-centric and truly loving the skin you're in, the star that you ultimately are. And the Coven is a private, sacred social space. It's an online community off of social media, which is fantastic, within the Shamanic Healing Academy. So you can chat with like-minded musers. And myself, being a seer of the unseen into the other world, I also always am tuning into the goddess of the night, mapping out my emotional field along with yours, with the channels and the gates, part of human design. I really follow the moon through daily rituals, lunar rituals, even sun ones, animals, wetamays, elementals. Just feeling into your natal moon through the changing seasons, and just stay curious, goddesses. It really is a different perspective. But be sure to share with your friends, glimmering to a new angel number. That's what we're all here for. It truly is our birthright to shine and to illuminate. Be creative. Be sure to subscribe to the Musing News to really make your inbox glimmer for other mystical musings. Besides spilling the tea, I do have other offerings. But Spill the Tea is always on the third Friday of each month. It's a live venue through Zoom or in the online coven. I do multi-stream. It's always at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time in my village. So if you're wanting to catch those replays again, they're always housed in the Shamanic Healing Academy under Community and Spill the Tea. And as an email subscriber, just subscribing, the live link is always sent out through email the day before Spill the Tea and also the day of, a second one, usually around 15 minutes before I go live. Be sure to check your spam so you don't miss a show. And on Reflector's guidance this week, I'm pretty stoked, I must say. With the season, we kick off the season of Leo with the moon in Aquarius. Not quite a full moon there, but we were kind of topsy-turvy-ish, opposing the sun in Leo. So maybe a detached feeling. Leo is what we love. It lights up our heart center, just bathing us with clear vision, third eye, light, streams. So really imagine yourself, visualizing yourself being lifted above the traditional everyday norm, something eclectic, something otherworldly, seeing a big picture. So it's an energy of innovation, eclectic energy. It reminds me of lightning striking, getting those fresh new insights, a different perspective. Different perspective. So you may be feeling like a sensation, a yearning, a desire for freedom, a different kind of freedom, something to break free from all the limitations, even reconnecting with community, groups, society, and really embracing those activities that really shift our perspective of our own world. This is really kind of sensing inside of us, really something like magnitude, like earth shattering, but I'm going to say cosmically shattering. Go out into nature, go hiking, really connect with the beings there, explore new hiking adventures, maybe places you've never been yet or explored, or just stepping outside of your comfort zone, getting out of the box, getting out on the new stage of life, whatever that is. And if anything is nagging at you, like poking the bear, getting the subtle messages, the Aquarian energy is kind of techie energy. It's eclectic energy. That's always how I see it. It's very light stroking or light orbing. I don't know. It's an influence that really starts to shine something out there for us. Maybe there's an online resource, a new app to navigate to that really can assist us to really streamline our processes, and just really opening up and navigating new doors and embracing a different way to innovate ourselves. But always, there is a word of caution. Aquarius is this detached nature energetically, which can also lead to emotional fragmentation, feeling or seeing aloof and distancing ourselves. So just remember, it is that authentic, genuine, genius kind of heart connection and also empathy. It's very crucial for this energy, this eclectic energy, especially having Pluto off on holiday, transforming the line, the tech savvy or the no tech savvy lines. And I do find it curious that we had a tech outing last week by design, just naturally. You know, Pluto off on holiday at the 0 degree. There's probably a message there, just saying. And then we have the moon moving into Pisces tomorrow, the 23rd through the 25th, I believe, yes. The heartfelt feels inspirited by spirit. So spirit connection as a resource and otherworldly subtle presence, possibly. The feeling of a Pisces moon with the sun in Leo. So with the moon in Pisces, the sun in Leo, like just saying that out loud, this energy creates a dynamic blend of intuition, creativity, blending unconditional spirit love with romance, like creativity. It's just like creative matrix here. But the Pisces moon brings a dreamy, empathetic, kind of introspective kind of frequency vibration, just encouraging deep emotional connections along with heightened intuition. It's like an intro stratosphere, an intuitive sphere. Meanwhile, the Leo sun is radiating confidence, passion, a desire for more self inner world reflection, expression. So together, they magnitude, this combination feels like this harmonious, sacred dance between the heart and the sun, the spirit, Pisces. So it's this eclectic energy still. You may feel like you'll likely feel a strong urge to express your deepest emotions, even your artistic inspirations in bold, imaginative ways. So it's time where compassion, Pisces, meets courage, the roar of the lion, where you can shine brightly while still at the same time staying attuned or tuned into your inner world, embracing this essence, this period to really explore your creativity, your dreams, and connect deeply with others, letting your unique light shine, your brilliance with heartfelt authenticity. Then, of course, that's not all. The moon enters into Aries. So this is also trining the sun in Leo. It's the energy, it's vibrant, it's dynamic, it's intense, it's very intensely passionate. Aries, right? Going for the gustos. So the Aries moon really fuels this sense of urgency, independence, character, boldness. Like it's an action energy, Mars, driving us to take action, pursuing our desires with confidence, courage. So being paired with the sun and Leo's radiant, charismatic energy roaring out there, right? So this combination is really amplifying our courage, creativity, leadership qualities. So together, this blend, it's a blend. It feels like a powerful surge of motivation, enthusiasm, taking us through the weekend. So you'll likely feel a strong drive to initiate new projects, assert your individuality. Shining in the spotlight, exuberance. It's a time of high energy, confidence, where taking risks and really following our heart's desires can lead to an exciting new opportunity. Just embracing this period to lead with passion, self-led passion, expressing your authentic self, inspiring others with your emboldened, bold spirit. I mean, it just feels juicy. But remember, as the moon transits different areas of your natal chart, that's where these areas are kind of getting activated or initiated. You might experience a wake-up call, an emotional wake-up call, or a call-ing. Be sure to listen to the full Buck Moon meditation and subscribe to get notified for other offerings I do. And on the menu, of course, because we don't just have one, right? I've got to dabble in the do. The Sacred Spirit Circle meditation is up for the season of Leo here on YouTube. Each month, I literally launch a Sacred Spirit Circle meditation for each season. This one I called in, of course, the heart center, the sun and all its gold and glimmering. and the directions as well. I always like to call in the directions. And I just did a fun meditation. I always like to do that. And then coming soon, we have Gift and Purpose. This is a offering I do twice a year. This one's August 10th. It's an online live webinar. I cover numerology, the elementals, the subtle bodies, celestial energies, really starting at the base note. It comes with your own guidebook. It's more like a personal grimoire, a journal, so you can journal about yourself as I go through each of the items, I'll say, each of the ingredients. So if you're confused about your gift, why have I arrived? What's my purpose? What am I even doing here? Or if your soul's calling to really join me in this live opportunity, this webinar, the price does go up August 1st, just saying. So we do have a few more days. So if your soul is just calling you to join me in this live webinar, I would definitely be grateful to see you on the other side there. But I also, of course, have cowrie shell divinations, which who doesn't love them? Cowrie shell divinations is a great opportunity if you're feeling like you're at a crossroad, you're stuck in the mud, you're just not sure where to move forward. Maybe you need more of a private one-on-one session. You don't want to join me live on my Facebook group. Whether it's career, relationships, your home life, people around you, maybe you're going through an identity crisis. I mean, where do I belong in this conscious river stream? All those things. So I do offer rituals as prescriptions for my divinations from the Otherworldly Medicine Cabinet. I do recommend a divination if you are at a place or even not at a place where like a decision has to be made and you really need guidance from spirit. Divination is a tool. There are many divination tools. I do find people sometimes need something tangible in the physical world, whether it's a 4 pillars chart, an astrology chart. I use cowrie shells as my divination tool. And sometimes I do bring in cards. I just listen to spirit. You can schedule a divination before or after Gift and Purpose. I think it's a great accent or an ingredient to add more flavor to the offer as we begin, just mapping out this all out online. It really is a mapping system. And Gift and Purpose is the foundation to the elemental pathway. Like we always have to have a base note somewhere to start, right? Just cycling through the seasons, the rhythms of nature, cycles of time and space. And also, I love my Change Your Stars quiz. You can find all of this literally on my landing page on my website, www.tonyad.tv. Take the quiz there. And if you have not done so yet, I would highly recommend taking that quiz right before. It's a great way to start kind of any venture and then join me live for Gift and Purpose or take it after if you're curious. This is where we're going to be diving into, again, the subtle energies, the chakras, the elementals, and what elemental kind of navigates with the chakra, along with the celestial bodies and a lot more, including our environment. Our environment shifted big time the beginning of this year. We entered period 9 in Chinese astrology. It's the fire elemental, and fire is a force for good or a force for bad. I always see the dragons in, I think it was a movie with Matthew McConaughey where the fire kind of destroyed, the dragons destroyed everything. So fire can be a warming energy, exuberant, or it can be catastrophic, right? Look at wars. That's a fire elemental. I do see this as just the transformation upon us. And of course, we had Pluto moving into Aquarius. So it's time to really shift and change and transform. I do utilize the Chinese 4 pillars of destiny to map out your elemental design. It's a Chinese biorhythm. We all have this. And I started incorporating the 4 pillars with my energetic skin and body sessions 20 plus years ago to really dive into your elemental energetic foundation. We all have a biorhythm. And once you understand your elemental foundation, it's easier to stay on the path of healing and also heal thyself. To thine own self be true. I find that they really assist in healing different forces of adversity, whether it's mental, emotional, spiritual, traumatic, all the things, all the flavors, quite honestly. The energy of our organs, the subtle organs. I mean, we receive telltale signs through the skin and the body energetically all the time, but we just don't listen. We just don't tune in. So really tuning into your body That's part of that. And then I do dive into homes, energetic blueprint, the elemental nature of your home. Basically, it's called Flying Star Feng Shui. And the stars have flown. Period 9. The 9 star is the activated star, where the past 20 years was the 8th star, all about the earth, young earth, the dragon that we're in. It's kind of finishing up those tides. Where period 9 is the southern direction, the southern border heating up. So different energies fly, they change, they transform. And besides the celestial energies, I do podcasts. I have the full and new moon meditations. So be sure again to check out the book Full Moon, along with my online offerings. I do go live on Fridays doing mini cowrie shell divinations on my Tonya D weekly, my weekly show, Tonya D on Facebook. And the elemental highway this week, I'm pretty stoked about pretty much everything. That's just kind of how I ride. I'm having mouse issues today. But either way, our day is a Yin Fire Pig of a day, a ding high in a goat month. So the fire energy is feeding the goat. Yin fire is like the horse. It's part of the southern borders again. So there is that. But it's a fire pig day, taking us into the second half of the metal sheep month. The second half also of the metal sheep month, as the sun is entered 0 degrees Leo early this morning. Again, listen to the Leo Sacred Spirit Circle, the meditation. So this energy, besides the month, from now to August 22nd, we're kind of being bolder. We're being more buoyant. We're in our actions, more creative, more expressive. Within ourselves and also out into the world. That's the energy of the sun in Leo. But in the Chinese solar calendar, we're kind of in the seasonal energy, the seasonal marker energy, the 12th energy of the year, if you will. It's called the Great Heat. It really feels like the furnace, the dog days of summer, even though we're not in the dog month yet. So we will soon be halfway through the wood dragon year very soon, like in the next 2 weeks. That's also late summer. It's the northern hemisphere. It's a period of energetically, we have energy from the heavenly realm and the energy of the earth plane. And then we've got our own physical embodied energy. So this is damp heat. In traditional Chinese medicine, we always want to look at the energy of the heavenly universe and the earth plane. So dampness is a condition. It's triggered by having overly strong earth elements. So we got the goat and the dragon, which is humidity, extreme heat, phlegm in the body, which also may bring sluggishness from all the heat. The earth energy, toxicity, lymphatic circulation, swelling of our joints, discomfort in our stomach, which also includes digestion, elimination, assimilation. So we have these energies. So it's like pacing ourselves, not being too overly ambitious, rambunctious, and staying out of the heat. Eating light foods, fruits, greens. So with yin fire energy in the heavenly frequency, the heavenly universe of our day, it's highlighting joy, laughter, Leo. It's the heart, blood circulation, red blood. But at the same time, the pig energy, which I love, it brings this faster paced kind of energy along with excitement. It's also part of the traveling stars, which who doesn't love a traveling star? So the fire pig is one of the 4 special pillars in 4 pillars Chinese destiny. So we're being blessed with support from the universe, divine source. So that energy is there. So really tuning into our heart, listening to messages from spirit, the divine, the other world, and ancestor. And one of the ways, of course, there are a variety of ways the divine communicates with us or through us. But ultimately, it's the fire energy. It's the frequency of joy and laughter and playful and fun, childlike wonder, expression, running through the sand, the waters, the rain. So just pay attention to what brings you joy today, inner joy and bliss. And if you do have the tiger on the month branch, the day, or even in the 10 pillars of your chart, you're going to experience this experience inside to outside. So really connecting to spirit today, source, the divine. Spirit is everywhere and every when. But our day is rooted in the goat, so our expression, joy, is grounded. So all this hidden wood is actually feeding the energy of yin fire. in the pig, the goat, and the dragon, plus in the heavenly universe, the yang wood frequency there. So we may feel alone inside, but with all these subtle energies around us, we are never alone. I would call in an animal totem, an herb. I would infuse yourself with herb. Start drinking tea. And just state out loud that I am connected if you ever feel that way. Just divinely, I am connected. Now the messages today, let's do a little clicky click here. Change myself. There I is. Oh, I hate it when that's in the field. My podcast, which I haven't used. I kind of hate my clothes too. I mean, not to talk about it, but sometimes I feel really chested. And I don't know. Anyway, whatever. But the messages today with Gift and Purpose coming very soon to an online theater near you. The Elemental Oracle is what I went with. I almost went with my Shaman Oracle deck, but I really felt like the elementals were more appropriate for today. But on this first day of Leo, we have the South, the southern borders, which I love the South. It also says adventure, and it's got the number 2. And a fly or a critter crawling on me. Hey, dude. Piece of my hair. I don't know. But the South, back to my show. Let me line that up. There we go. So the first day of Leo season, the South, the adventure. The number 2. So it's like, are we feeling adventurous? Are we feeling innovative in the adventure? Are we feeling the love? Are we feeling the heat of fire, the heat of period 9, the southern direction, the southern borders? I'm kind of feeling like South America, cha-cha-cha. So it's time to take a risk, possibly, hopefully an educated risk, to do something that we have never done before, explore new adventures, experience something new, clearing out our mind, the thinker, allowing thoughts to float by, give wonder to our heart, childlike wonder, and just peeking in, like opening the door. Look at your plan, like what's missing. There's a missing link, a piece to our puzzle. Something's fragmented. And I know I experience this myself quite often, the puzzles, but I always see it like floating away and then getting re-put back together. So where's your happy place? It's like Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Like where's the medium? It's an all or nothing kind of energy, a frequency. I use this energy to see a different perspective. I like to call in the directions of the South for protection, sacred space, lighting a candle, going to your ancestor altar, go to the other world, go to spirit, go to the divine, have those spirit to spirit conversations, communications. That's what this energy is all about. And then on Tuesday, Leo's day, the sun's at 1 degree, we've got our outer core, which who doesn't love the outer core, the number 12, and phagicity. I can never say that word, so don't hold it against me. I love the runes on this deck too, just saying. Who, on Terrific Tuesday, I'm just wondering, who carves runes? I carve runes in everything, whether it's candles, I put them on my bay leaves. I do lots of runey rituals. I just love that connection. That language, I think, speaks to me. But I have a wood daymaster, which is also part of that. But outer core, fluidity, actually, flowing. The 12 is our heart feeling expanded. Our heart feels expansive, full and flowing. We are full. We are whole. Being fluid with our thoughts. What are we thinking? This kind of takes the energy from Monday, the South, and moves it into our outer core. Often our mind is rigid. It holds on to the old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing things. Old ideas included, just very structured and rigid, which we all know doesn't benefit us at all. Like we're always in change and transformation. So really going with the flow, opening our mind, a universal divine connection, it creates or shifts into a healthy mind. And it's never too late to admit when we're wrong. It's like, wow, I didn't see that, but thank you, right? Or that we can shift and transform our thinking, our mind, changing our mind. I changed my mind, right? Maybe we have a different opinion coming from new information, like something we didn't see, just like Earth has different layers, different fleshy foundations, just like our skin. We do too. We're all connected. But being fluid, like the auric fields, right? A reflector has a very different auric field than a generator. So it's the fluidity of our outer core, being flexible, being fluid in our thinking and our ideas. It really is kind of necessary for our life. It makes life flow. Resisting change by holding to those rigid ideas, beliefs limit us. It doesn't benefit anybody, anywhere, and it really stunts our growth. So be open-minded to new ways of thinking and thoughts floating, new ideas, feeling confident to really transform the old ways into new ones, especially when we're getting more downloads, we're getting more information, whether it's from the world of spirit or the world around us. It's also a great way to navigate change, that moment where we think about it. And then on Wizardry Wednesday, we have the rain, which who doesn't love a fantastic rainstorm? And I'm not even going to try say the word here. It's fiducity, something like that. Rain and fiducity. Fiducity, yeah. It's the ability to produce abundance, growth, offspring. It reminds me of the season of spring, the birth of something anew. And the 35, that's being mindful, the 5 of what our heart believes, Leo, the 3. So committing to a universal mindset is really in flow, just streaming from spirit, source, the divine. The rain, who doesn't love a rainstorm? But the rain energy is saying that our prosperity, our growth, our abundance, all of these conditions have been met. I do a morning chant every day, literally 3 times I chant the same thing. So conditions are being met. So just know in your divine heart that everything's going beyond amazing. We're cleansing ourselves of our old, outdated memoirs, perspectives, view of our own mind, basically. We have everything we need to grow, to be abundant, to prosper. So it's time to really allow ourselves to be cleansed. I'd probably go to the water spirits or call in the rain, just saying I'd probably do a ritual to call in the rain on Wednesday. And it's also the 24th of July, so there's this fruitfulness about it, abundance and community. The sound of rain on leaves, on the roof, I just love it when the smell of it hits the earth, it just flavors it up, right? Simple smells, simple pleasures, simple joys. And we'll soon know how much rain contributes to the balance and the health, not just of ourselves, but the land, because it's all this energetic biome. And when we haven't had any or very little rain, especially in the heat of summer, we also understand how much it contributes to the positive mental health and our spirit connection, communities, villages, groups. Water, right? Water is currency. Water gets us in the flow. Money is also currency. We may have blocked that or locked it up. That's the state of drought, when water is not flowing for a very long time. We're in a state of drought. Things don't get nurtured. And knowing that rain is part of water, it's liquid from the heavenly universe. It's an atmosphere frequency, basically, that becomes heavy enough, literally in the cloud line, holding all that water, right? And then it just pulls down gravitationally into the earth plane. It's a gravitational kind of nectar coming down. It's part of the life-giving cycle, like water in the womb. It's part of the cycle, birthing something new. I just think this feels great. Fresh water, rain delivers so much juiciness from the heavenly universe. Raindrops, whether it's yang rain or yin rain, different energies there as well. And the amount of rain really assists all of our energetic biome system, even our bodies. I'm thinking of the eons, basically, the ecosystems of ourselves and around us. And without rain, we have less prosperity, abundance, growth. And again, going back to water as currency, streams, plant life, whatever that is, water supplies life. Life does not thrive without rain, and it affects every biome, whether it's plants, fruits, bees, like all the things, all the areas, right? So it's all integral to our world, nature. Nature is that. This also brings me to nature and the eastern directions. So, I'm going with that. It also assists in rainforests, our human interventions, rain patterning. All these things are kind of coming in together with this. I kind of feel this energy is like the clouds have been condensed, and possibly there's going to be a trigger of some kind of raining event where abundance rains upon us, where it becomes something producing something, especially after like the intensity. Even hard rain can like pound the earth and aerate the earth, but this is all coming from the heavenly frequency. So I really love that. So we have the south, which is fire. We have our outer core, which is our outer body, and being fluid there. We go from fluidity to rain, which is more water. And then on Tantalizing Thursday, we've got fire, which also is our ignition, igniting our inner fire. I think fire, look at that, it matches my nail. Great. And some sacred geometry, the number 8. She's dancing ablaze in the fire. Maybe she's a fire artist where they throw fire. I forget the name of that. But things are igniting. Things are becoming something. They're ablaze. We're committing to our heart of the sun, the heat of the sun as well. Leo is on. It's moving forward, right? This is Friday, so it's time for us to live out our passions, our desires, and allow our spirit to drive us, move us forward. It's not a day to overthink on any situation. It really is a time to innovate, transform, take action, be passionate, be charismatic, be a lighthouse or a light storm, maybe, for others. Find a mentor for yourself, something that ignites you. So fire as an elemental has this prophetic kind of energy. It's significant. So we go to the ancestors with it. We cook with it. It heats up and warms things up. We transform things, including food, energy, all of it, actually. Fire is this sustainable energy. It provides light, protection. It's the difference between freezing or not freezing. Actually, the sun, all that heat. We burn incense. We burn sage, all the things. We use it for plant medicines, excuse me, but also for pleasure, healing, spiritual energies, all the things. We hold fires, rituals. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze. Shay, blessings. Sorry for that. Fire, though, fire is a sacred energy, sacred spirit circles. Going to the ancestors, the perpetual flames. So it's like honoring all these different deities. I see it as the star deities, the old beings that we actually came from, a part of our DNA throughout time and all throughout the world. So the element of fire, calling it in, being one with fire, fire motivates us. It inspires us to take an action through the innovation. It's a moving energy. It is light, right? So to be driven in the season of Leo, right? Illuminating. And ironically, the moon is in Aries on this day. So it feels kind of like that. Action orientated, coming together. And if you do like to utilize the element of fire, like what are we innovating? What are we quick thinking about? Really getting things done. That's going to be the energy here. Being really linked with unconditional love, I would say more, and love, but along with passion, being impassioned. It's often used as an element in ritual to attract a partner, candles, and a variety of other transformational things are coming in. But yeah, I kind of like that. So we've got fire, the south, which is 2 fires, and we've got the outer core, fluidity, with rain, 2 waters. And then we finish on Fantastic Friday, oh my goddess, with magic. Do you believe in magic? I sure do. This says alchemy and the number 43. All hands on fire, commanding forces, right? The 43 reminds me of connection to the divine, the connection to spirit, the higher self. Spirit delivers something that we heartfelt believe in. Our divine heart believes in it. We feel it to our core, and we're innovating that belief. That belief is going to transform something into divine intervention or connection. I always like to say there's magic on the other side of chaos, energetically, just knowing that we are all magical. the magical being that resides within each and every one of us. Magic is everywhere if we look for it, if we're truly authentically searching, right? Sometimes magic feels like a miracle, but it's not. It's just there. It's something otherworldly. And what kills our dreams faster than ever? I would say doubt over fear, more often than the failure itself. So this is about us having faith. Faith is a feeling, having faith in our own personal abilities and weaving the web, the threadings together, all these separate pieces, that we don't feel they fit together. The element of fire and air. And have you noticed? We literally have these elementals all week long, the magic that resides within us, along with some water. So I see magic as a threading, a weaving force, streams, a lot of streamings, different streams, weaving of energies together towards a particular gift and, of course, our purpose moving forward. And it's alchemy at the heart of our journey. Fire alchemizes our intentions and our purpose as we deliberately shift and change, like what we're asking for, rewording it. But it's also faith. Faith, again, is a feeling, so go with the faith. And when we extend our exuberance, our confidence, our energy, like radiating outside of us, I just love that, into whatever it is that we're creating with it within a ritual and holding sacred space. That's when we need like a clear intention. What is the purpose? Like what are we holding space for to create? But we also need to be able to kind of raise our frequency, our power to really release it in a way that's in alignment. And then we take the action because Aries is still, the moon is still in action there. We take an action on a physical phase, a step to move, to start the transformation, which also starts the alchemization of it. And often magic is used kind of extending, like moving the energies outside of us as much as inside of us to heal and protect and lighten the load, clearing the way, the pathway. So all of this, I would say, needs to have an intention. We want to light the fires, the spirit world, the divine, getting into the flow of it, our core flow, allowing the thunderous rain to fall upon us, using fire, a candle to connect still, possibly a candle, yeah, and create our own magic with intention. There's a lot of layers in this combination. I hope you can see that. Elementals, the seasons, the cycles of the moon, it's all collaborating. Words of power, thought forms, elementals, all the things. They all get kind of prescribed or organized in this cosmic energy, creating a recipe, a sacred recipe that may influence time and space in all the particles and atoms and all the things in between, thoughts, electricity, beliefs, thought forms that really influence all of us really so much more, right? So I do find there's magic everywhere if we look for it. So just open up the door, the grimoire. Where is the magic in your world on Friday? Where is it going to take you? That's kind of streaming for that. So an affirmation for you to get you on your way as we change scenery here. There we go. I went with, I love the heart of my golden sun radiating my future past. So really just allowing the sun to illuminate your future and make sure it's in alignment with your divine heart, what your heart wants, the other world, especially since we kick the week off with the southern direction and our divine connection, a spirit-to-spirit conversation. So with that, I say ashe, blessings. This was a little long, and I'll see you on the other side.